Turning now to your community focus, we're joined today at 4 by Jesse Brown, a Republican candidate trying to unseat Massachusetts Congressman Bill Keating in the 9th District. Jesse, thanks for being here.
Thank you for having me today, Kayla.
All right, so tell us a little bit about your background and why you want to be in Congress.
Well, my name is Jesse Brown. I'm running for the United States Congressional District of Massachusetts, the 9th District. I was born and raised in Taunton, Massachusetts. I joined the Marine Corps when I was 17 years old, and after that, I was honored to be discharged in 1999 as a sergeant. After that, I started working in the wireless construction industry, working my way up the ladder, no pun intended, but I worked up from being a ground guy to a construction manager, foreman, and then after that started my own company in 2007, which has become one of the largest veteran-owned businesses in the state of Massachusetts. During that time, I also co-founded a nonprofit that helps veterans in need, where we've helped over 1,000 veterans in a multitude of different ways, from wheelchair ramps to getting them suits for employment. One of the things I'm most proud of, though, is being a father of a 15-year-old little girl. And the reason I'm running is the person I'm running against has been in office longer than I've been alive. I'm 45 years old this Saturday, so my birthday is October 15th, this weekend. And I feel that somebody that's been in office that long doesn't have the interest of the people that are out there at hand anymore. I'm running to represent the people because I feel that I relate to them, and I will work hard to represent their best interest.
Now, Jesse, you mentioned your opponent, Bill Keating, is running for his 7th term. He has consistently won re-election. So what is your biggest criticism of him?
Well, there are multiple ones, but I mean, just what's in the news right now is that we need funding for the bridges down in Cape Cod. And that's number one thing in the news, where he actually stated that passing the largest infrastructure bill in the history of the United States, that take it as gospel that we will have this money. And we still don't have it. It's already been through the first round, and we still do not have it. So there's many criticisms to have of him, but just what's in the news right now, it's that one. We need that. That's an aging infrastructure that we have, and there's safety, and never mind the economic aspect to that being down in the Cape in the islands right now.
And speaking of the news right now, I want to turn now to the migrant controversy on Martha's Vineyard. Your opponent has been highly critical of Florida Governor Ron DeSantis and his decision to send the migrants to the district last month. As a Republican, what do you think of DeSantis' decision?
Well, the bigger issue here is that we have an issue at the border. We have over 200,000 migrants coming across that border every single month. To send 50 up here, and that we're talking about that right now, the issue is down at the border. What's happening down there translates to what's happening up here all the time, and especially the biggest thing is the opioid issue that we have. We have over 85% of illicit drugs that come over that southwest border. We need people that are in Congress, down in Washington, that will be strong on securing our border and not allowing this to happen. This would have never happened if we start where the source is and secure our border.
All right, I have one last question for you. The 9th District, of course, includes New Bedford, where Mayor John Mitchell has made offshore wind a large economic priority. Do you agree with that for the region?
It's happening, no matter what, so we have to work with it. I'm a big advocate of the fishing community, and that has really hurt the fishing community out there, but it will bring jobs in the other aspect for the green energy. But it's happening right now. It's going to happen.
All right, well, that's just about all the time we have. Republican congressional candidate Jesse Brown, thank you so much for joining us here at 4.
Thank you very much.